Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. I am not your host. How you doing? Good to see you. I hope you're doing well whenever you are watching this. I don't know why I paused like that. It's like I tacked on the watching this at the end. Anyway, it's 3:30. Yeah, 3:30-ish right now. I'm not doing too bad today. I hope you're doing well today. I did not stream. I spent some time working on my group project. I got my last group project of the semester. My semester wraps up in like a week, and then the next one starts in about 2 weeks. A little less than that, even. Other than that, I picked up some editing software, and I'm going to try and finally put out some real edited content that isn't just stuff that's split up. I don't think I'm gonna do anything too fancy. It might just be like clip compilations more or less. Not exactly like that, but I have an idea for what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna take the first run of mini motorways that I did, which is like 35 minutes, and I'm going to cut it down to a lot less than that. Probably somewhere in the range of like 10 minutes ideally. I'll just take like the parts that were good and skip over all of the boring interim parts. This is what I'm feeling like I want to try out. Let's see how it goes. It's something different. Other than that, reading through your comments from yesterday as well. One of the things I didn't think of is when talking about sleep, I did not think of like, people going into comas. Hopefully none of you have been in any serious comas or like been put under for a really long surgery maybe. And the other thing is someone mentioned that they went to bed at 8 and then woke up at 8:30, and that's one of those things that I've always been afraid of, where it's like, oh, I slept for 30 minutes, right? No, it's been 24 hours. You just lose a day. Scary. Anyway, for today's question, I talked a little bit. I guess this is another one that I don't really understand how I'm gonna phrase it. I guess it's actually pretty easy to phrase. Would you ever go skydiving? Is how I'm going to phrase it, because that's the question. I was thinking about it because skydiving is one of those activities that a lot of people put on their bucket list. It's one of those things that a lot of people are like, yeah, before I die, I'd like to go skydiving. And I really don't know about it. I'm 50-50 because I'm sure it's reasonably safe to go skydiving, right? But on the other hand, I don't know, man, why jump out of a plane? For what reason? Maybe you've been skydiving? Let me know how it is if so. Any sort of extreme things like this? I just I don't know. Maybe I'm a coward. I'm 50-50 on it. If someone I knew really wanted to go, I would be like, all right, I'll go with you. And I'd probably regret it when I got up there, but I would also want to have a skydiving trainer for the first time. It's like, hey, so here's when you should pull the cord so you don't splat and you don't get too much momentum. But that's what I was thinking about today. What have you been thinking about? You can also tell me that if you don't want to talk about skydiving. Alright, let's begin the run, shall we? Now we can begin the run, so I had to get the last yawn out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Exile Umbra default melting, pushback Talos, Ragefell diligent Seraph, making of a morsel, entombed explosive prism retrieval. Or Primordium today. I did almost toss my last Primordium run, so I'll be doing my best to not do that here today. I'm not going to take Fossilized Fangs. Fossilized Fangs, it's good if we see Morsel made, but if we see Morsel made, the run's already over. Aggressive edible? Yeah. You could. We don't have Exile melting, sadly, but if it was Exile melting, you could take Stalwart Snack and try to play Reform Primordium. It's certainly something. I'm gonna play it cool here, although quick look at the map as well. Yeah, you know what? I'll take the trial. I know what you're thinking. Primordium's gonna die. Yeah, if I draw a Train Steward turn 1, we'll be okay. Well, Primordium's gonna die. Well, primordium's gonna die. Yeah, if I draw a train steward turn 1 we'll be okay. Hmm. Well, primordium's gonna die. Yeah, if I draw a train steward turn 1, we'll be okay. Hmm. Well, primordium's gonna die. Yeah, if I draw a train steward turn 1, we'll be okay. Hmm. Well, primordium's gonna die. use this. We have Making of a Morsel as well, so it's not so bad. Oh yeah, and Strike just dies. Correct. I feel I've put myself into this position. I have not drawn any Train Stewards. It is a disaster. However, my game plan from this position is very straightforward. I'm going to draw Plink. 2 Plinks. 1 Plink, acceptable. And it turns out that even though I was a little afraid, the trial, unless both Plinks are at the bottom, the trial should end up... Actually, it's good to Prism Retrieval here, because this is an important move to make here. We can just kill these enemies now. Or, even better, we leave one alive because we, withdrawing a unit, are guaranteed to hit one of 2 Plinks. So we get a morsel next turn. Look at that, and if I didn't draw that, I wouldn't have pulled the Plink. Because they were both at the bottom. What a world. Either way, did a little... So, before this run, in one of Cranberry's episodes, he had a very, very doomed run. It was a Stygian Hellhorn run, and it was a very bad seed, and I played that. And so I'm still feeling some of the residual feelings of that run, which were just making sure you're looking for every possible advantage, like I did there with the Plink, for example. Gotta get that run out of my mind. It's a real doomed run. It's no unit draft, 1 banner. It's a Hellhorn banner, and the banner is Demon Fiend, Consumer of Crowns. It's a real doomed one. The seed is somewhere in my Discord if you really want it. If you really want it, you can leave me a comment and I'll grab it for you, actually. That's the easiest way to go about it. I can take Wicklash if I think I'm going to play a burnout strategy. It's probably right. So this is a thing with melting that I'm not sure about. Is it right to just grab a card like Wicklash as a one-off if I plan on going into burnout? I don't really plan on going into burnout. I do have a Remnant banner here. However, when you get right down to it, what burnout effect, like what burnout unit do I want to play right here? I don't really feel like there is one. I'm going through them all in my head. It's like, Paraffin Enforcer is the guy, but... And the real problem with it is, 1 Wicklash isn't enough, so if I take Wicklash, I have to commit myself to taking more burnout cards. I'm gonna go Truefall. Like, I'm not gonna take Lady of the House if they show it. What do I want here? I don't know, probably Harvest Baron is the easiest option. Lady of the Reformed is not bad. Enables a burnout strategy, stands in front. I think I'm going to take Wickless Tycoon though. I do like money. And I've been thinking about this one. I feel like it's right to put Endless on an Entombed Explosive. So when you're in this position here, where there's Endless and you started with Entombed Explosive, it feels right to just slap it on Entombed Explosive. He's basically, this is like holding the Endless upgrade for a different tomb, because any other tomb we can put on Entombed Explosive, and then it's a double tomb, right? So it's like, you don't get to play the perfect tomb of Stealth plus drafts, but Stealth plus Explosive is fine. No, it's not the end of the world. I feel strong enough to take this artifact. Memorial Fund. I do like money. And I just bought an Endless. Cinder Salve is good into Seraph, but by the time we get there, we shouldn't need it. And Jackstrips is good, but I want money. We're going to be very rich on this run. That's the strategy. My initial feelings on this run are, I'm not feeling great. I need some sort of trample effect, I feel like, because Wickless Tycoon's gonna get very big thanks to Primordium, but what else am I gonna do? Maybe the Entombed Explosive can do enough? I think we'll need a little more help than that, but I guess we'll see what they show us, right? Again, I have found that my better runs are runs where I don't try to think out every possibility, and instead I just kind of go with the flow. I spend too much of my time going, well, maybe if I do this, this, and this, I don't know, it just doesn't pan out too well. We can blink this. Like, sitting here in theory crafting the next 15 possibilities is just not worth it. Whatever Monster Train decides to show us is what we're playing today. I am very sad that Primordium dies here. I should have killed the Conduit Redirector, I suppose. It won't be the end of the world. Yeah. I think the crux of this run is going to be getting enough hits on Wickless Tycoon to kill anything. There's a retrieval here. 30 attack Train Steward is pretty good. Gonna take 3 damage. Acceptable. Ideally we would take 0 damage, but 3 isn't so bad. Entombed Explosive was on the bottom. I shouldn't have actually played at bottom. Or here, yeah, I robbed myself of 5 gold. Actually, I guess I gained 5 gold by playing it down there because it dies, so it's actually fine. Yeah, this is better, slightly, because we also have Memorial Fund. God, we're so rich. Oh, it feels good. Space Prism, you know, when am I not? Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the burnout line panning out. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. But taking Purifying Cleanse, a majority of the time this card is going to end up being nothing. Same for Wicklash, although Wicklash at least gives the plus 10. Let's skip it. Wickless Baron. I think that you can play something like... Weird, right? I think that you can play 2 Wickless Barons as your strategy on this run. I've never really done it. But I think you could play double Wickless Baron strategies. I am going to pick Wickless Baron. Wickless Baron is just better than Wickless Tycoon. He has to be. That's for sure. So what I want to try playing here is Wickless Baron Self-Infused play 2 with Primordium. Is it good enough? Probably. Like, honestly, I think it is good enough. The duplicates are kind of weird, positioning-wise. Pushback Talos also. So, in this idea, I go left here. And we'll follow it through. Just checking. Just checking if this is morsel made. If it is morsel made, like I said, I'm probably going to just take any winning line they show me. If Monster Train says, here, have a winning line, I'm going to say, okay, thank you. Yeah. Always sacrifice the second Wickless Baron, because in my mind, that's the one that we just created. That's the clone. Tell me something only Wickless Baron would know. It was probably wrong to do that infusion right now, right before Talos. Going to 40 pre-Talos is scary. It's the right Seraph for Calcified Ember. I've been sleeping on Calcified Ember pretty heavily. Ember Stasis, pardon me. I used to just take it in any run because the 3 120 damage cards were pretty good in my mind. I don't think they're that good, but they're fine, and then having 120 damage out of Diligent Seraph is nice. Supposedly. Yeah, it's the old, hey, we live in a universe where they printed Pushback Talos and Blink at the same time. Ugh. Didn't think about Entombed Explosive here, by the way. Should have. Should have thought about Entombed Explosive here. Because I should have put one Entombed Explosive in front of this Forged Disciple, and then 1 to kill the Foot Soldier. It's gonna be a little bit more awkward now. You know, we don't get much. Playing both dregs in the mid 4 was rough. Not a great play. That's okay though. We can persevere. I think he's dead, right? Yeah. Huh. Interesting. That may just spell disaster? Tough. Because now I have to play Train Steward carries the day, and that's gonna be a lot worse. Could have drip followed Primordium down, but Primordium's not much better than Train Steward here. Yeah. Trip fall just in case something crazy happens. If I die here, which it does seem pretty likely that I die here, I will replay the combat because it is a fairly easy one to figure out from this position. And maybe we don't die here. Maybe Calcified Ember does it. It's a 31-18 going up against, yeah, that's a big Talus. I broke my own rule yet again, and it causes me great distress yet again. There is no surprise here. Hey, you dumb idiot. Don't take early pack shards. Oh, I took early pack shards. What happened? How did this happen to me? I'm gonna go ahead and restart the combat now, if you don't mind. I'm just gonna fix the mistake. It's an extremely easy mistake to fix too. Wickless Tycoon, 1 drag. It's that easy. It changes so much in doing so little. Because I have to think about what if I pull Entombed Explosive, then I can't hit the wave that matters the most. It's a significantly better outcome. And I can Prism Retrieval, why not? And now we put Entombed Explosive top 4 every turn and we get no problem. I do make less money in this line, but I think that's okay. I should put that Train Steward mid 4. I robbed myself of like 10 gold. It'll be okay, but yeah, you know. I think I'll live minus 10 gold, but also I shouldn't have to. This is pushback Talos, yeah, it's just the pushback Talos is hitting things that don't matter. Also, Calcified Ember and Entombed Explosive. Bit of an anti-synergy going on here. A bit. Nothing I can really do about it. I'll maybe take energy here? Not sure. I kind of want to take space, but I don't have a duplicate for this Wickless Baron until after next boss, so taking space does not do a whole lot. I can also potentially Intrinsic Space Prism as my space, so got that as well. And yeah, like it is as simple to fix as this. I don't know why I make things so hard on myself. I mean, I do know it's because I wasn't thinking. I was just cruising. One of those combats where I didn't realize things were close until I actually had to look at it. Remnant Pact is put endless on Primordium. That's pretty good. Shadow Siege. So here's the thing about Shadow Siege. Prism Retrieval being at X+3, if I could remove enough of these cards, enough of these units, I could play Shadow Siege, but there's no way. I'm sorry, but there's just no way. Shadow Siege. Do I want to take draw? Yeah. I need to draw into my tomb. We didn't get stealth, sadly, so my tomb's looking a little worse for wear. 510 gold. I'm going to have as many removals as I want in money. Archstone plus 25 damage shield 3. I really feel like I want to play multi-strike damage shield 3 on Wickless Baron. You just have to get him started, and then +5/+5 every harvest gets very big very quick. Damage shield 3 is good enough for me. Yeah, I don't think it's right to try and look for double multi. Good to hold out for a quick multi. I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it. What's the next rank? Good shop again? Let me reroll. Okay. You know, let's play quick multi. Let's spice it up. Let's play quick multi instead of multi and then survivability. Maybe it's better. Oh, we'll take superfood in this run. No. Not particularly. Temple's all the way down is nice. If you show me intrinsic, I click it, yeah. No questions asked, we put intrinsic on the Endless Remnant Pact. All we have to do is give this Wickless Baron enough hits to win. Like Trample Stone, Furnace Tap. Those are the obvious answers, but whatever you want to show me, video game, so that I can take this one to the bank and cash in, I'll be happy. Put Tycoon down here and we can throw things at him. Because yeah, it is a little bit rough. And you know, the quick might even be bad, now that I think about it a little more. Because quick means he goes before the tomb explodes. Sometimes that's going to not be good. There's some retrieval first. Checking if it wants to pull me a tomb. The 30 attack Train Steward might be smart to play. Just putting a Train Steward on the field. No, I'm ruining the tomb, so probably wrong. I don't know, man. I'm not feeling so good about this run right now. It's also partially because we're at 50 pack shards that it's looking a little more grim, I feel. You just gotta get past the initial... I did not mean to blink there, I wanted to play Making of a Morsel. I got lucky. If I play that blink on accident and then get a clipped conduit, that's ugly. Entombed Explosive first. The quick actually works in my favor here. If you can believe that. Let's the Wickless Baron hit here first. That blink, if it hits, I am fine with it. Because the Brief Respite's coming up. There you go, Blink. I knew you had it in you. Eh. With multi-strike, we're good for a long time. Without multi-strike, it's gonna be a little worse. But, I don't know. Let's get multi-strike and it'll be fine. Got rid of one of these calcified embers finally. Those are just taking up space right now. I'm gonna stop playing the Entombed Explosive. I'm fairly confident our 221 damage young man is going to be good enough. Ah, what have I done? I shouldn't have played Primordium. I stopped the Entombed Explosive so I could play Calcified Ember. You idiot. And I didn't play a morsel there for 5 gold. You idiot. Beast is good. Primordium's intrinsic endless. Obviously, Diligence, or not Diligence, Divinity is a problem, but that's a problem for me to figure out later. I don't need to work that one out right now. Ah, problem solved. Engulfed in smoke. That's survivability as well. Multi-strike, please. It's bad. Oh, that's not good. That's pretty bad, yeah. That is going to serve as an issue. No multi-strike. Can I survive Fel with no multi? I guess I just have to go to a third steel shop. I don't think this run goes on without multi-strike though. I think it dies. Maybe you show me trample here. Bone Shine with the X+3 is fine. This is gonna heal me for like 20-ish. I'm happy to just take it. I don't usually take Bone Shine, but you know. Good to heal. Go to 180. Even at 180, assuming I miss Collector, I should have enough money to reroll the next shop and look at multi-strike. I will do so, assuming I live to the next shop anyway. I try for intrinsic holdover feast, but it's not in the cards, I don't feel. I don't think it's right to take any more pack shards. We're pretty weak in this combat, I would say. I don't feel good about this one too much. On the bright side, we drew Entombed Explosive. Turn 1. He's gonna do great work. He's gonna feed, and he's actually just gonna neutralize himself now that I look at it a little closer. He's gonna give and receive a lot of armor. Also, this drag is a big mistake. Absolutely. Because that drag is going to burn out. 110? You don't die? Where you at? 116? Like 2 damage off lethal here? Is that right? 115, yes, 116? Yeah. Thank you, hero. I shouldn't feed armor for money here. Yeah, 2 damage off. 75. I need to not die to this enemy coming my way. 95. If I play a feast, so that's 115, and this will do 40, so that's 165 I can do. He's at... I get it if I'm making of a morsel, right? 165. It's real tight, but I think we have exactly enough. Let me look at this again. So Primordium's worth 40 damage, which puts us at... That will put us at 115. The enemy's at 169. Entombed Explosive is worth 40 damage because it does 50, but it gives a harvest. So 115, 155. Is that 155? Hold on. No, because this is 115, 40, 155. Oh no, I think I'm off by 5 actually still. Either way, we're going to play it this way. And then we feast up to 101. And then Entombed Explosive goes down. Didn't think about the Wickless Baron harvest there. 151. So he takes 161. I'm off by 8. That's okay. That's a big 25 heal. I think that 25 heal makes it a lot safer for us to survive this combat. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I need to play Calcified Ember here. Yeah, I have to drop Entombed Explosive and play Calcified Ember. Or else I take 1,000,000 on that turn. Oh, hey, Entombed Explosive. Not the endless one, but we'll take it. Okay. Yeah, I am having to use all of the tools at my disposal here. How you feeling today, Plink? Plink's feeling good. Plink's feeling rather good. It's like, everything's very close, because if my Wickless Baron wastes his attack on an enemy because of the quick, it's just doomed. I think the quick is actively detrimental to the run. It's one of those things, though, where quick is something that I'm always like, yeah, quick's good. My mouse? There we go. Quick's good, and we all know quick's good, but I would never take it in this situation. Why is that? Let's find out. It's because in this specific situation, it makes a lot of weird... I just keep saying situation, so I'm trying to pivot my sentence. Makes a lot of awkward positions. Like the ones where my Witless Baron, who is all of my damage, just wastes his attack on an enemy that doesn't need to get hit. Cannibalize, Void Binding, Cave In. I don't want to take the Void Binding, but I don't need it. Doesn't help the issue. Yeah, I'll take Remnant Host. I just leaned back a little bit and thought about it. It's fine to infuse that onto the Endless Tomb, probably. Okay, if there's no multi-strike here, it's a go next. Mark of an Exile is pretty good. It's 50% max health, but that amounts to quite a bit. I think Wing Steel's better, though. Uh-oh. Don't tell me at Monster Train. Monster Train! Monster Train! You can't! You can't do this to me, Monster Train! That's cruel. Oof. It's been a while since we had one of these. Well, do what we can. I have to go through 4-7. I have to hit Trample Stone in the next combat now. That's gonna be rough. We'll burn out one on the Entombed Explosive. It's a little awkward with Remnant Host because the draft spawn and they spawn in with Burnout, but it's okay. They spawn in and don't burn out is what I mean to say. I think it's still fine though. I'll take any pack shards. We're playing very afraid. Gonna stay at 50 if I have to. A little rage fell. I'm feeling a little raged as well. Pretty bad turn 1. Maybe I draw something good here. I think I have to play Remnant Host, right? Let me play... So here's what happens. I play Remnant Host. Alabaster Guardian hits the Remnant Host, kills it, and then hits one of the drafts, and I feed Primordium to a draft here. Happens. I guess it doesn't matter too much because of the Pact. Like, I'm not going to have a turn where I don't play Primordium, so I guess it's not that big of a deal. Thinking about other play orders there, but I think that one is fine. Oh, and that's a 15 times 2 there. It does eat, right? That is how that would work out? Yeah, that is how it works out. And our Entombed Explosive here, our Young Lord, is not infused yet. Just keep that in mind for myself. I can play this other Entombed Explosive for some harvest. Maybe I should self-infuse Entombed Explosive and have it do 100 damage. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what am I doing? I just fed Primordium to an Entombed Explosive. What's he doing? Character falling. I'm not wasting this again. I'm just messing it up left and right. I should be stealth here too. This is another one where if I lose this combat, I'll reset. I am not playing this one out very well. Beast is in my bottom 2 cards, so let me check if it's what I draw first. It is. Huh. That's quite a bit of damage you're showing me there, huh? It doesn't kill me quite. It's 19 times 2, so it's 38. If I Prism Retrieval, I pull the Dreg, and the Dreg... Oh wait, I'm dying here, hold on. Because it's 45. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and It just it's a run where I have been betrayed by the game, and also I haven't been looking very closely at my turns, and I'm not proud of that. But at the same time, I shouldn't have to look so closely. Monster Train just decided to give me 3 straight badge steal shots, and if the game's not gonna respect me, I'm not gonna respect it, and by that I mean I'm not looking closely enough. What did I do here? I play Entombed Explosive. I did skip this, I remember. Mind Collapse here. Skip this Entombed Explosive for a better turn, except I then secretly ruin myself with it. You know how it goes. Alright, I can't play Engulfed in Smoke. How did I fuck this up so bad? How did I do everything so wrong? It doesn't seem like it should have been that hard, right? That turn wasn't that bad to figure out, was it? Hmm. 42, 57, dude, 57? Holy moly. This Morsel Miner goes in front, it's okay, right? Yeah. I do take a lot of damage, though. Maybe Plink saves me. Good try, Plink. Good try, good try. Hang on a second here. I think I can do... But you end up in the same problem position. No. Okay, I can do this. I can play Feast, which will then let Entombed Explosive take 2 hits, which will let me play Prism Retrieval for the drag, and that drag can come in and kill the 21 times 2. There's the one. I had to look at it for a second longer, but it was there. It feels, again, very strange, but at the end of the day, you take what you gotta take. Eat up, team. Oh, and I drew Primordium back. That's pretty cool. Don't look at it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm not even that tired. I'm just... something about Primordium, man. I'm just brain offing this run, and it's not good. Not good to do. Calcified Ember here saves me a lot. If I have multi-strike here, we have no problems. But I don't have multi-strike, so we have problems. How do you want to go about it? Our deck's very small, so I think it is okay to Calcified Ember here. And then on this turn, oh, that's a real shame. Oh, wait, there's nothing I can really do here to lessen the damage output. I think you always play. I could do. I could potentially... Okay, so we want to play... We don't want to feast first. I want to feast after the draw so that I don't draw Primordium, because there's a chance that one of Tripfall or Entombed Explosive are on the top of my deck here. And I Plink. I could feast on a different floor. I'm just going to feast on a different floor. Alright, I believe in you, Plink. Terrible. Worst card. And I'm going to Mind Collapse this enemy, so I only take 10. And then on this turn, we play Primordium. Play Entombed Explosive. All of our favorite friends are here. Burnout, really? Oh, you have 15 health. Yeah, I guess so, huh? And he's just gonna keep getting larger because he steals feasts again and again. Huh. If I take anything away from this run, though, is that the quick was just terrible. It's so bad. It's a real nightmare. And a nightmare of my design. I'm not confident I win this. Yeah. Give it a sec. I think we can get there here. Play Making Morsel Miner Feast. Draw back Primordium. Play Primordium Stealth. And there you have it. No problems. Alright. Trample Stone. Furnace Tap, sure. Yeah, sure. Too bad I didn't take the earlier Wickless recruitment, but Furnace Tab gets us there probably. And I will take the Light of Seraph here as well. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't, right? Fuel Shop lines up with Helvet. I think actually we go without for one more. Okay. Here's the thought. I can take space or not. Energy is good too. Is my thinking. Space lets me play the two Baron, 1 Primordium plan, but it does cut out for a while until I draw Space Prism my ability to play the tomb itself. I'm gonna go space. I think it makes sense. And as much as I would like to go see Pyre Health, I think I do need to go right. Then we'll do our duplicate here. Tycoon, thank you for your money services. Goodbye. Blink, get out of my sight. Okay, if they show me intrinsic there, I'll take intrinsic there. You know what I should have done? I should have gone to the duplicate and duplicated Furnace Tap twice. That would be a lot better, wouldn't it? I think that would be a lot better. Oh well. Too late now, ain't it? There's a value stone. I can double stack Furnace Tap. If I double stack Furnace Tap, I can play only cards that cost 0. But that's actually fine. Yeah, wait a minute, this is way better. I have tricked myself. This line is winning. I am confident. With a value stone here as well. So we're going to put big and then -1. If I roll into holdover, the run ends. Ooh, okay, runs over. We win. Holdover engulfed in smoke. We give it value stone. Yeah, I had to shift my thinking when we saw the Furnace Tap a little bit. I did not shift my thinking. And it's okay. This run's a little sloppy on my end. However, at the same time, it's not so bad. So I'm going to do +10 piercing Mind Collapse and then just end. Leave at 75, go left. Duplicate Furnace Tap. Actually, no, don't duplicate Furnace Tap. You can't ever play a second one. Duplicate Engulfed in Smoke for boss. And that puts me at 85. I'm going to be not infusing in the end, but that's okay. I'm going to go aggressive edible 3. Okay, we should crush. Still, you know, a lot of people told me I should not break the streak for small mistakes. I hope you don't mind that I'm not breaking the streak for some small mistakes that I made on this one. Because I made some small mistakes on this run that, you know, after the fact I was like, oh, it's obvious what I did wrong. But at the moment when it was happening, I was like, I don't know, I'm just playing cards. I gotta break the mindset, because the other thing I did in that run the Super Doomed run is a thing that I do when I play this game on my own, which is play extremely fast and with no actual regard for what I'm doing. If you think I play fast here, I spend about... But it was 15 minutes into the run and I was dying at Arcus in the run that I was playing prior. What's the draw? Blink. Okay. Throw tombs at it until we're okay. 10. Let's do the actual math. 10, 15, 15, 15, 15. Okay. So I can do Entombed Explosive like this, right? Yeah. Thank you, 3 tombs. The Remnant Host ends up saving our lives anyway. Thank you, Remnant Host. Very cool. My double stack Furnace Tap and my Holdover Engulf and Smoke, both bottom of the deck. Hilarious. Monster Train. You're really testing the old patience here, huh, Monster Train? That's okay, it's fine. I did do enough removals and I have double draw. It's okay. I stopped being able to play Entombed Explosive. That is something that I will not worry too much about. I think once we play to this point, we are winning. Handedly, we are winning. Once we're at this position. You got a 320 times 3, yeah, you know, maybe not. I said handedly winning, and yeah. Yeah, we'll be okay. I didn't realize that enemy was going by because I was going fast. Something to watch out for, I suppose. It makes the run a little more spicy, because now we're at 40 HP, a bad draw could kill us. Yeah, keeps things interesting, keeps them exciting. 11 times 3, holy moly. Guy one-shots the boss. Thanks, Baron. Yeah, like, the 5 enemy waves are gonna be rough, but... I wonder... Let's skip here. Maybe I should make another Baron, just to have another body on the floor. Like, I didn't realize it, but a big portion of my backline killing strategy is Entombed Explosive. So maybe I make another Baron just to have another... Well, let me look at the steel shop here. Let me look at this. Quick, okay. You play your first morsel, uninterested. Let me reroll. Okay. Flicker's Liquor. And then Steel Shop. Okay, this run has 0 multi-strike. In 5 Steel Shops. No multi-strike. We did not reroll every single Steel Shop. There is a chance that the first Steel Shop had multi-strike. And I missed it because I did not... No, I did reroll this, didn't I? I think I rerolled this, or did I just buy Endless? I don't remember now, but I did not see multi-strike in 5 Steel Shops. That's tough. That's tough, buddy. That's not that shit you like to see. That's that bad. Lots of value stones, at least. Okay, so... Wickless Baron hits 3 enemies. Furnace Tap, or not Furnace Tap. Primordium should clean up after that. I do see Endless here as well. So my backline clearing option could be Endless Remnant Host. I know that sounds crazy, but we put down Endless Remnant Host in the back. It gets swept by the Divinity, and then the drafts pop out and clear the backliners. Anything that's left alive. How bad is it that I would need that? I think it is maybe viable. I think it's a maybe viable line. I'm going to give it a shot. And I may as well give Wickless Baron plus 25 while we're here. And I'm taking a duplicate on Engulfed in Smoke. And I'm taking Value Stone. What card do I want to play even if I'm Ember drained out? It's definitely a Drip Off. And the +5 is pretty good too. Sure. It doesn't quite take Primordium outside of death range. If I had the plus 50% health instead of Wing Steel here, which definitely would be a little better at this point. Plus 50% health would be better than draw one more. Yeah. Alright, let's do it. Diligent Seraph, so I do have to watch my spell usage, but I should generate enough stealth that I mean, by the time the end of the round comes, or the end of the fight comes, we should just be crushing anyway, is the expectation. My deck... My deck would, I would say to you, if I had 140 health here, we have no chance of losing. However, I do not have 140 health here, I have 40 health here, so the chances are not great. Go ahead and daze this enemy. I probably can't hold both of those over and have it be right. Because I need to... Oh, never mind. I was going to say I need to hit Furnace Tap, but I hit Furnace Tap, so it's okay. I am going to take a ton of curse damage if I Furnace Tap. But if I don't Furnace Tap, I'm going to die. So, it's a bit of a catch-22. Now, isn't it? A bit of damned if you do, damned if you don't. Yeah, we're gonna take so much curse damage. I don't think I'll die, but I think it'll drop me pretty low. It's 5, 10, 15 here. Oh, I might just die. 20. Huh. Ain't that funny. So you kill 1, 2, 3, 15, 3. Okay. Permanent host can go down. Oh, I should consume one of these, yes. I have enough stealth. And there is a card that I can hit. I have hit it. Mind Collapse. You genius. Mind Collapse, you genius. You saved me 10 HP. That's so much. It's very big. It doesn't really matter where I hit. Sadly, I can't hit the Infused Purifier. However, it'll be okay. That's a big 10 HP to save. I'm fighting for my life out here. I'm hanging in there. I have 10 stealth. I will... Yep. You're gonna do 10 to me. Mostly gonna matter if I redraw them, huh? You didn't die? Oh, because of the quick. Yeah. That makes sense. Not dying on that unit's actually pretty good, though. Yeah, every single one of these purifiers does 10 damage to me. Guaranteed. No recourse for me. And so, I'm going to be at 3 after the Vengeful Shard. Things look bad. I'm dead, actually. Not dead outright, but I'm dead over the next few turns. I can't play bottom 4 though. Like playing bottom 4, I'm going to not survive as well. And I can't skip Furnace Tap, I will die in that line as well. There's really no good option. There's really just no good option to survive this one. A little bit of a sad loss, but what can you do? I think that this run, feels pretty bad. At some point in the run, I probably needed to cut my losses, although I did hit all of the upgrades I needed to hit here. So, there's that. What was I supposed to do? I guess, when you get right down to it, the thing I was supposed to do was take Sinner's Salve in case of this situation. And you might be like, oh, well, how could you know? I mean, well, here's the deal. If we see one multi-strike on this run, I I don't have to be put in this position. Everything that happens on this run that causes us to lose are things that we just have to plan for as contingencies. The quick on Wickless Baron was worthless. It was a waste, and I think it was actively detriment. So there's that. B, you when seeing Cinder Salve and a Diligent Seraph, as Umbra, I have to go, okay, so given this position, there's a chance that if I don't hit any multi-strikes, my game plan becomes Furnace Tap, and if it becomes Furnace Tap and it becomes big Furnace Tap, like I double stacked, I won't be able to play my curses, so I need Sinner Cell. Alternatively, you could just do a singular Furnace Tap, like I don't have to double stack it as an option as well. However, I don't think with only 2 attacks he's going to be okay. He's going to be pretty close. And this is where you get to the crux of the problem that this run is facing. If I have 2 attacks, normally everything would be fine, right? Because this combat would play out. The Wiltwings attacks the Entombed Explosive, kills itself. They all waste their turns because of stealth, and then Wickless Baron cleans up and Primordium kills the last one, right? However, what actually happens here is because of Quick, Wickless Baron, with only 2 hits, Quick hits a front enemy and then wastes, and then like a full health 190 walks up as a result. Well, not quite full health, but you get the idea. So, in reality, Quick is really bad because I needed the Entombed Explosive return damage. There's so much that I can talk about as to why I lose this run. It's crazy. And it's so much specific stuff. Like my plan to not get chump blocked by the enemy waves is to use Entombed Explosive to ping off the enemies, and that doesn't work if I put Quick on my Wickless Baron. And the Quick on the Wickless Baron means that I had to take 2 multi-strikes, and then 2 multi-strikes means that I didn't have enough health to survive all of the enemies. And at the end of the day, the Quick was worthless because we had holdover Value Stone engulfed in smoke. It's a real shame. Like, the run's a real shame. And also, if I saw 1 multi-strike, we would have been in a much better position. You could replay that combat and maybe play mid-floor and survive, but I don't know, man. I'm over that run. You show me 5 steel shops, 0 multi-strikes. Fuck you, Monster Train. I ain't playing in contingencies for that shit. Maybe I will next time, but for now, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.